What's going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to be checking out some battles for the Ultra League and Go Battle League submitted to us by Pepper Mystics 19, so shout out to them. They are running Heatran with Fire Spin and Iron Head, so no second charge move. They're running Giratina Altered with Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw, again no second charge move, and they're also running Togekiss with Charm, Ancient Power, and Flamethrower. Well, as of right now from recording this video, Go Battle League is still down and we are unsure of when it'll come back, but this doesn't mean that we can't watch some great battles that happened before Go Battle League shut down. So let me know what you guys think about this Heatran, but let's go ahead and get right into the battles. Alright, so starting things off here, Pepper Mystics is in rank 9, 25-12 I believe is the rating, might be a little higher, but they have Heatran versus Articuno on the lead on this first one. This is a fantastic matchup. Because of that Fire Steel typing, they're going to be resisting the Ice Shards and Icy Winds. We see a swap into Swampert, which now Giratina Altered is going to come in. Notice that they only have Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw, which is going to put them behind in some matchups, but they made it to rank 9 without double charge moves, which is huge. Now Giratina Altered is going to do really well against Swampert in this matchup because Dragon Breath does such heavy neutral damage and they don't need to shield that Earthquake. As you guys can see, the Dragon Breath damage is adding up. They're going to be able to get to a Dragon Claw right here, and the Swampert has to land another Earthquake in order to take out Giratina Altered. If they go for the Hydro Cannon, it will not be enough damage, so they're able to win switch advantage right there. We're going to see the Articuno come in and absolutely farm down this Giratina for energy. Even though all this energy is going to be stored up on this Articuno to be firing off charge moves, nothing from Articuno is going to be doing super effective damage against Heatran because of its typing. Heatran, however, is likely going to be hit with a lot of Icy Winds right here, which will be lowering the attack of the Heatran. So that means it can actually farm more energy. So it kind of backfires against the Articuno in some way. Because Heatran now is going to be farming quite a bit of energy because of the lower damage on Fire Spin. As you guys can see, the energy bar on Iron Head is raising more and more, and Articuno still cannot put a huge dent into this Heatran. So Heatran is going to be able to finish off the Articuno right here, and we actually see a quick swap into Alolan Muck. Togekiss is now going to come in, and that is going to be a GG. The opponent decided to surrender right there. So we're going to go ahead and move into the next battle. Now, the reason why the opponent surrendered right there is Alolan Muck is a dark poison type Pokemon, so it's going to be taking neutral damage from Charm, and it wouldn't have enough time to get to 3 Sludge Waves or 3 Gunk Shots to finish off Togekiss. So right here, lead loss, hard lead loss, and we see a swap now into Togekiss right here. So it'll be really interesting to see if he can flip this game, because Swampert, losing hard lead like that, Swampert into Heatran is devastating. Now, they do bring in the Togekiss. Charm is going to be doing heavy neutral damage right here. Will we see a shield come up on the Togekiss? We do see a shield come up, going to be blocking this Hydro Cannon. Swampert can fire off these charge moves very quickly, and now we see a swap into Alolan Muck. And like I said earlier, the only way Alolan Muck can really take down a Togekiss is by landing that super effective charge move of Gunk Shot or Sludge Wave because of the poison typing. Now we do see a shield there from the Alolan Muck. Charge move now coming through on the Togekiss, or from the Alolan Muck. Will we see a shield here? We do see a shield blocking a Dark Pulse. So will they have enough time to be able to get to... No, another charge move comes out right away. This is definitely going to be another Dark Pulse. That was not quick enough to get to a Sludge Wave or a Gunk Shot, and this may not be enough damage. Togekiss could win this fight if it farms it down. It is able to win switch advantage. That is huge right here. Charge move now coming through from the Togekiss, going to be the Ancient Power. Will we see a boost? But winning that switch advantage is huge. That means Pepper Mystics can line up Giratina Altered versus the Swampert, and they can bring in Heatran versus Giratina Altered right here. This is huge. Even though they do have one shield, this is still going to come down to the wire, but winning that switch advantage is massive. So, charge move now coming through, going to be a Shadow Snake doing neutral damage, going for the Iron Head right now. And remember, because they had all those Icy Wind debuffs, but they were able to swap out Heatran, it is no longer affecting the damage on the Heatran because you're able to clear the debuff. Now, Giratina Altered is looking to finish off Heatran right here. No shields coming up, so Heatran will fall down, but Giratina Altered can come in now and farm down with Dragon Breath, which is going to be huge. because it's going to need to get to multiple charge moves to finish off the Swampert here. Charge move coming through on Giratina Altered, likely going to be a Dragon Claw right here. Going to be doing super effective damage and start chipping away at the health, but they're going to be able to finish off in time before another charge charge moves comes through. They are loaded up on energy, 1 Dragon Claw coming through, but Swampert still has quite a bit of health, but this is where Giratina Altered's bulk and Dragon Breath damage can come in. Now, remember they used all their energy against that Togekiss, so they are up at it to try to get to an Earthquake right here. Another Dragon Claw coming through on Giratina Altered. This is going to get Swampert low. It's going to be erased right here, and Dragon Breath is going to be able to finish off that match right there before they got to an Earthquake. Fantastic battle, losing lead and able to flip because of that safe swap into Togekiss. Moving into the battle number 3 now. I'm really impressed with that gameplay right there in Game 2, keeping cool temper and able to flip that matchup and trusting Togekiss. Now we have a Heatran versus a Cresselia on the lead. This is, again, really solid, going to be resisting the moves coming here from the Cresselia. And Heatran's going to do quite well in this neutral matchup because Iron Head and Fire Spin are going to be doing heavy neutral damage against Cresselia. It doesn't need to worry about Future Sight or Moonblast or Aurora Beam or Grass Knot. Nothing is going to be doing super effective damage. All of these moves will be resisted. So Moonblast now coming through doesn't do a lot of damage. No attack debuff as well. Heatran is an absolute wall to this Cresselia right here, so we will likely see a swap from the opponent potentially, or they may just stay in this and try to farm down, or not farm down, but fire off as many Moonblasts as they can. Another charge move coming through. This is going to be the Moonblast here. Will we see the debuff on the Heatran? No attack debuff, so unfortunate for the opponent Cresselia right there. But Cresselia is going to be able to get to another charge move. Even though this is a winning matchup for Heatran, that doesn't mean that Cresselia cannot chip down the health of this Heatran right here. And Heatran's going to look to farm down with Fire Spin alone, storing all that energy for whatever's in the back. So really risky right there. Risk it for the biscuit move right there. Heatran now going for the Iron Head on a Swampert coming in. This is going to be resisted by Swampert, and will we see a swap into another Pokemon? No, they're going to keep that switch advantage, go for another Iron Head right here. Again, resisted but chunking the health. This could get Swampert to 50% HP if it doesn't shield, which it will. Getting Swampert to 50% is huge. This is where Giratina Altered can come in and just straight Dragon Breath down. Will they shield a potential Earthquake, however? No, going straight for the Dragon Claw right here. This is going to put huge shield pressure on the Swampert if they shield. No, they don't. Okay, so they're saving all their shields for that final Pokemon, and the final Pokemon is going to be a Reggie Steele. Oh no, here we go, everyone. Reggie Steele with 2 shields is going to do very well in this matchup. We'll have to see if Giratina Altered's Dragon Breath and Charm from Togekiss is going to be enough to chunk down this Reggie Steele. Reggie Steele is one of the bulkiest Pokemon in Pokemon Go PvP, and it's going to be resisting Dragon Breath and Charm right here. So, Flash Cannon coming through, heavy neutral damage against the Giratina Altered. We see another Dragon Claw coming through. Even though this is going to be resisted, any extra damage to this Reggie Steele is going to be critical in this matchup. They get Reggie Steele to about 50% HP now, which is huge, as they're going to need all the shields for Togekiss to be able to farm down with Charm. Will we see a shield? We do see a shield on this Giratina Altered. We see a swap, no swap into Togekiss actually. They're wanting to stay in with Giratina Altered, hoping that this Dragon Breath damage is going to be enough to finish off. We do see a shield from the Reggie Steele, so now we see the swap into Togekiss. It is Togekiss versus Reggie Steele. Now Charm damage heavily resisted right here, and a Flash Cannon from Reggie Steele would be doing super effective damage. We do see a shield come up on the Togekiss to block that Flash Cannon. Togekiss now going for the farm. Will it go for Ancient Power? Charge move coming through. Is this going to be enough to take out the Togekiss, or can Togekiss hold on? Togekiss is able to hold on. Charge move now coming through, going to be the Ancient Power. This could potentially give the boost, which would be enough damage to finish off Reggie Steele. We do see the shield go up, and a boost comes in, able to finish off Reggie Steele right there, and that is a fantastic Game 3 up at it. But let's go ahead and move into Game 4 now. So that was a close one. A nail biter at the end. That is like the worst thing to see at the end, right? Is a Reggie Steele with 2 shields, and both of your Pokemon do no damage to it. So that just goes to show how much chipping away with Dragon Breath and Charm can do. And then that boost at the end was very, very nice. So Game 4 here, we'll have to see what the lead is going to be. But so far, pretty impressed with Heatran. I would love to see more versatile moves. Okay, Air Finding Match. Okay, so they're going to go into another one. I would love to see some more versatile moves on the Heatran if they can unlock the second charge move. Maybe something like a Stone Edge would really help out. And then Giratina Altered as well is going to need it. Okay, this is bad. Obstagoon's going to do very well against both Heatran and Giratina Altered. So we're going to see the Togekiss now come in. We see the swap into Cresselia right here. And this is a Confusion Cresselia as well. So charge moves are not going going to be flying out as quick as a Psycho Cut, and we know the difference between Psycho Cut and Confusion because of the fast move animations that are coming from the Cresselia. So now Charm is going to be doing quite a bit of damage. They're going to be going for Flamethrower right here, which is going to be doing neutral damage, hopefully enough to really chunk down Cresselia, which it does. Okay, decent amount of damage right there. Charm should be able to finish off Cresselia if they decide to go into 2-shield situation right here. They could opt to go for 2-shield. They are going to. They're going to want to win that switch advantage, but the thing is, Guillotine Altered is also going to be weak to the Night Slashes coming from the Obstagoon, so things are not looking good. They're going to be going for a charge move here, whether they go for Ancient Power or Flamethrower. They're going for the Ancient Power here. We saw Swampert now come in. The text just said Swampert. Ancient Power now coming through, no shield. They're going to look to swap, no swap. They're staying in this right here, trying to go for another charge move. They are able to get to the Ancient Power in time. They could have potentially swapped right there and saved. Oof, this is tough. Okay, they are saving the Togekiss right there. Giratina Altered now going to come in with no shields as well versus a Swampert who has access to Earthquake, and there is still an Obstagoon to deal with, and they have 2 shields. I do not see this battler winning this matchup right here. It's a really tough matchup to have. Night Slash now, super effective damage. Charge move now coming through from Giratina Altered. In this matchup, even if you have Shadow Sneak, you want to be going for the Dragon Claw. We do see a shield come up on the Obstagoon. Dragon Breath is going to need to do more damage to this Obstagoon if Heatran is going to have a chance, but they still have a shield in the back. Things are not looking good. Night Slash is going to be able to finish off the Giratina Altered. We're going to see the Heatran now come in. Fire Spin damage is going to be doing quite a bit. If this Obstagoon has access to Cross Chop, this is also going to be doing super effective damage, but honestly, I don't think it needs it. It does have access to Cross Chop. This is a sealed fate. Iron Head now coming through. Going to be likely shielded by the Obstagoon, knowing that they still have the Togekiss in the back. So they're going to swap now into Togekiss. Togekiss goes down instantly, and our opponent actually surrendered right there. Okay, never seen that before, but let's go ahead and move into the final battle. That's a tough one. Sometimes you run into teams that you really just can't handle. And as we saw there, Obstagoon on the lead with a Swampert in the back really put a work on this team because their only answer is a Togekiss. Now, Heatran versus Cresselia here in Game 5. We saw this, I believe, in Game 3. They swap into Swampert, so we're going to see Giratina Altered now come in. Giratina Altered's Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw are going to be doing tons of damage to this Swampert. And again, only way Swampert can win this matchup is if it lands 2 Earthquakes, which is not going to be possible because of the Dragon Breath damage and potential shields coming up here on the Giratina Altered. Earthquake, the first Earthquake does land right here, which is huge for that Swampert, but we will see another Dragon Claw before they can get to a second Earthquake right here. If this goes unshielded, they're going to be winning switch advantage and keeping shield advantage, and they got the shield right there, which is going to be huge. It's going to be a race. Is this going to be an Earthquake, though? They are going to shield right here. Was this an Earthquake? It was an Earthquake. Great shield right there by the Giratina Altered, looking to completely farm down and win this switch advantage right here. We are going to see the Cresselia now come back in. Dragon Breath is still going to be doing quite a bit of damage along with Dragon Claw as neutral instead of the super effective that the Shadow Claw and Night Slash, or not Night Slash, Shadow Sneak would be. Another Dragon Claw now coming through. Cresselia is looking to try to farm down, but I don't think it's going to be able to. Too much damage is coming out right here, and the Cresselia is going to need to fire off a charge move sooner than later before Dragon Breath completely takes it down. Moonblast likely now coming through to take out the Giratina Altered right here, and we will see the Heatran now come back in, going straight for the Iron Head right here, putting a lot of pressure on this final shield of this Cresselia. We do see the final shield now come up. Charge move now coming through, going to be heavily resisted. Again, no reason to shield anything from a Cresselia if you are the Heatran because you're going to be resisting everything. That still does quite a bit of damage. We see a Escavalier now come in, which Togekiss can finish off right here. As we saw, their Fire Spin did quite a bit of damage because of the bug steel typing on the Escavalier. Drill Run goes unshielded and does nothing to this Togekiss, and the opponent does surrender right there. So fantastic battles, going 4-1 overall, losing a hard lead twice, able to flip one of them. So overall, fantastic matches. Great showcase there of Heatran and of legendary Pokemon who don't have dual charge moves, right? Giratina Altered and Heatran. I think that was pretty solid. From what we saw, this team was very weak to the Obstagoon Swampert core, which is pretty common in the Ultra League meta, but it can be overcome. But that was a great showcase right there. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about Heatran. Do you guys see some upward potential with its matchups? And Pepper Mystics 19, thank you for sharing these battles with the community. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.